Hey everybody, as you can tell from the countdown clock right here, we're about to get started. If you've been here before, then you can just come back when the countdown clock hits 0. But if this is your very first lesson, then I got a couple things I want to talk to you about. All right, so if you weren't here last week, don't worry, you didn't need to be. We're doing a brand new song this week, and if you haven't played piano before, don't worry, we're doing 5 different levels. You can definitely do level 1. You are going to need to click on the PDF button right over there though, download the PDF and print it out because that's all the music for all the different levels. Now, as you'll see in your PDF, in the upper right-hand corner, it tells you what level that page is for. So on level 1, you're going to want to have that level 1 page, and then 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, you can just ignore those. Just stay on level 1 for the entire lesson. You will want to find the chart though that has all of the notes listed out with all the letters on it, because that's what you're going to use in order to play your piano along with me when I'm playing. So if we're playing Mary Had a Little Lamb, the track would go something like this. And as I'm playing it, I'll show you where all the notes are and where all the letters are. Don't worry about that. But then you're going to play along with me when I'm playing the track. Now, after we've done level 1, I'll show you everything you need so you can practice the song throughout the week. Then we're going to level up, and that looks like this. And now you can see we're on level 2, right? So at level 2, then it's going to get a little bit more difficult, but each time the track plays, I want you to just play the track that you're on. So if you're on track 1, if you're on level 1, then each time, you know, we're doing our thing, we're going. Each time we start that, I want you to completely ignore the notes that we're playing, and you just play your level. So you would play. Because that's going to work with, the track's going to work with your level every time we play it, no matter what level we're on. So we move on to level 2, 3, 4, 5. You just stay on the one that you're comfortable with. All right, so all of these lessons are completely interactive. That means we want to hear from you right now. So go ahead and click on the chat button right over there. Put in your name. You don't have to put in a password. And then you'll be talking with all the other students who are logged in right now, as well as some of my assistants who can help you and answer some of your questions. If you've got a question, though, that you don't think they're going to know the answer to, and you want to ask me personally, then type your question in the box below this video, and then you'll get your answer to your question directly from me. Now at the end of level 5, we're going to raffle off some prizes. These prizes change up every single week. If you're the winner of the prize, you need to let us know right away what prize it is that you want so we can send that out to you. You can tell my moderator, you can let us know at mailbag@learnpianolive.com, email us there. You can fill out the contact form and let us know. But just tell us what prize you want so we can get that out to you. If you're not the prize winner, or if you want to know how you can earn more points so you can be the prize winner, then just stay tuned after the lesson and I'll let you know. All right, you've been very patient. That's all I gotta say. It's time for the lesson. I hope you've got your PDF. You're ready to ask some questions. I'm ready to answer them. Let's go. Hey, welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and with us today is Jack. And yeah, Jack is quite a good pianist, as you'll find out soon. But he's going to be learning the song right along with you for the first time. Jack, have you ever played this song before, Fox on the Run?
No.
Have you ever heard of this song before, Fox on the Run?
I just did a couple minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Okay, fantastic. And have you seen the movie, Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
You have? Is it good?
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone. I haven't even seen the first one yet. Is the first you've seen the first one, I assume?
Yeah.
And the second one?
Yeah.
Okay, which one's better?
Oh no, they're actually pretty close together.
Pretty close together.
Yeah, but I'd probably say the first one's a bit better.
The first one's a bit better. Wow, okay.
Humor,
I hear it's hard to beat. Yeah, yeah. And Kendra, how about you? Have you seen any of these?
I have seen both, yeah.
Okay, and what do you agree? First one better? Or?
I don't know. the second one was so good.
It's hard to know because the second one you're so excited about.
Right. Well,
and
there's Baby Groot. You can't beat that.
And Baby Groot is not in the first one?
It's Adult Groot.
Oh,
I know that doesn't make any sense. But
okay. And apparently the song is a really super, super old song, but I've never heard of it before either. So I don't know. Until now, I guess we're all new to this song. So this is Fox on the Run. Jack, get out of here. Go work on your song. You at home, hopefully you have your PDF open. And, of course, yes, we do have Kloppel, who's always invading our territory. And yeah, okay, sure. Eager to move things along. So let's find out what notes we're supposed to be playing with this thing. If you go down to this page right here, page 7, then the very first note that you'll have is a C. So in order to find a C, you're just going to take any group of 2 black notes, like these right here, and take the bottom note and just drag it down 1 note. So we got fox, that's the first one. And then this is kind of tricky. On some songs, you'll have a really short word like on. But that one word, they'll go, instead of playing on and playing a note there, they'll play on, like on this song. So we've got fox, on. Yeah, 2 notes for the one word. Fox, on, and then the is also a B, and then you're going to go down to an A for run. So the very first thing you're going to do is fox, on the run. One more time, fox, on the run. And once you're on that A, you just hang out there for another 2 notes. You scream and and this is kind of the same thing that you just did a second ago. Re-ba-a-dee comes. So let's try all of that. Fox, on the run, you scream and everybody comes. And then we just do that again. Runnin', take a run and hide yourself. And you expect it to go back and do the same thing again, but it doesn't. It's about to in a second, but first it's gonna go yourself. I'm right here at the end of this line, and then you're gonna go yourself. Instead of going up, you're just gonna stay on that same exact note. Way, a. And then this part, you don't necessarily have to play this part. There's actually a different singer that jumps in and says, Foxy on the run. So it goes from A all the way up to F. That means you're skipping over 1, 2, 3, 4 notes. Skipping over 4 notes, going from that one to that one. Foxy on the run. So you could skip that part if you want, because the last part does the exact same thing you've been doing already. Foxy, fox, on the run. And then the very last part is, and hide away. C, C, D, D, C. Okay, so all of that together. Fox, on the run. Well, let's try it with a track. How about that? 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, ready, and fox, on the run, you scream, and everybody comes, a-runnin', take a run and hide yourself away. Foxy on the run. And then we're back to the beginning again. Foxy fox on the run and hide away. So that's the whole thing. Let's go ahead and try that again. It's pretty much, I think you've probably noticed, if you can get that, that part will come back over and over and over, and pretty much that's the majority of the song. So let's try to sing one more time. And a 2 and a 1, 2, ready, go. Fox on and everybody comes. Away, that's the part that's not the same. Foxy on the run. And then we're back to the beginning part again. Foxy fox on the run and hide away. There you go. That's all of the notes with the track, but you've got like all week or 2 or 3 if you need it to perfect this thing, and then hopefully submit a video of yourself playing it so we can feature your video, or so I can just see how much progress you're making. But now it's time to sit back, relax, join us in the Kids Learn Piano Live Theater as we show you how to make some cool ooey gooey pretty cool stuff. Make sure you check her out on YouTube too, Haley Williams. Let's level up.
Transitioning to Level 2. This may be confusing to Level 1 students, so please continue to practice the Level 1 version, or visit learnpianolive.com/level2 for a detailed explanation on how to level up.
Close up. All right, so this is level 2. This is where we play the exact same notes. So if you're on level 1, there won't be anything new here, except it just looks really terrifying because we've put all of those same exact notes on the lines and spaces that all the pros use, called sheet music. In this case, the part of sheet music we're looking at is the treble clef, and the chart for that is right up there. So you can use that chart for all the lines and spaces. And of course, you can always go to learnpianolive.com/level2 for more details about how to do all this stuff. But basically, you're going to want to start on that same C. Now, technically, if that doesn't sound the same as the C that you're playing, that's because you're playing the correct C, which is up higher. That's going to get your right hand out of the way so that later on we can add in left hand without getting the two running into each other. But I'm going to go ahead and play it right here for right now. Fox on the run. And then we've got a little bit of a break right here. So we'd go Fox on the run. You scream and everybody comes. A lot of people are going to ask about this thing right here, that dot right there. That just means that that note is a little bit longer than the type of note that that's listed there. So this note right here is a quarter note. Normally, if you're on Clapple Academy level 1 or higher, then you're already dealing with quarter notes. So this is a quarter note worth 1 beat, except it's just a little bit longer. Half again as long. I'm not going to go into the details of that because you're going to say, well, that doesn't make any sense. Half again as long. What does that mean? I know it's a weird measurement, but that's what that dot is. It means just a tad bit, a smidge, perhaps longer than the regular. Yes? Do we have a question? Yes.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
So I have a question
Yes.
in the private chat room.
Yeah.
What levels do I need my headphones on?
What level do you need your headphones on?
Yes.
Oh, yes. That would be like level 3 and 5.
Okay.
Yes. Or if you're working at home, then just whatever level you need your headphones at, then that's fine. But yeah, for the person who submitted that, yes, level 3 and 5. Okay. So then we've got all of these notes here. We've got a short little break here, that same exact one, the quarter rest and the eighth rest. And then this one here, that's a tie. So you're not going to play that note there. You've got 2 Fs listed. You're only going to play the first one, and you're going to hold it out, which is what that tie means. And then the rest of it, I think we're just going to leave up to Kloppel and his levels in his academy. So, yeah, and if you want to join Clapple Academy too, you can just click on the button at the top of the page and then get into all of the details about how to read this stuff. But for right now, we're just going to play this track as many times as we can before that guy interrupts. Here we go. And a 1, 2, ready, go. Fox on the run. You scream and everybody comes around. Take a run, hide yourself away. Foxy on the run. So you see how we only played 1 F there and we held it out? Foxy fox on the run and hide away. There you go. I don't think there's anything I want to add in between the tries this time, so we're just gonna go again. Oh, really? What? I heard him coming, and then he didn't show up, and I was like, yes, we get to, but no, he's still angry. All right, whatever. Here we go. 2 and a 1, 2, ready, try. Fox. part, Foxy on the run. Then the beginning part, Foxy Fox on the run and hide away. There we go. And actually on level 2, I'm pretty excited when Clapple interrupts me because that means it's time for mailbag.
If you'd like to win an extra 750 points by being the mailbag winner, just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson or send us a message anytime during the week using the contact button at the top of the page.
And this week it's from Melanie G, who says, Dear Jamin, how can I best learn to play both hands together on the piano? So going from level 2 to level 3 is sometimes difficult for people because level 3 is where we add in the left hand. So on level 3, you just take any song, especially the ones, I try to give you a hint at the beginning. Here, let me show you this. At the beginning of this thing, I tell you right here, harmonic difficulty. That's just a fancy teacher word for left hand difficulty. So wherever you see a harmonic difficulty that has a pretty low number, like, you know, somewhere in the 50s maybe, then that's going to be a good one for you to start adding some left hand in. And then for all of this stuff, you don't have to do like the hardest parts. You can just do the easiest parts. So if you get a low number of harmonic difficulty from page 1, and then you just do like 1 or 2 of the notes out of that one, then that'll be adding in a little bit of left hand, maybe just like 1 note or 2 notes on a song. And then you'll start to feel like that stuff becomes easier and easier. And each song, you're like, oh yeah, I've already done this before. It's just F and G and C, which most of our songs are. So you can do it if you just take it little step at a time, but you don't have to play all of them. And definitely pick a song that's going to be easier to start on, which means take a look at the harmonic difficulty level at the beginning and pick something hopefully in the like 50s-ish. Okay, so that's how you're going to add in some left hand. Let's level up and do some left hand.
Transitioning to level 3. This may be confusing to level 1 and 2 students. Please continue to practice your own level or visit learnpianolive.com/level3 to understand how this level works.
So this is not one that I would recommend you start doing left hand on if you have never done any left hand on any songs before. But if you have, then you'll notice a lot of the same stuff coming up, except that usually we've got a bunch of whole notes. Like this guy right here is a whole note, and that is a note, this F right here, that's a note that just has like no stem or anything. This one over here, that's a half note, that's going to be faster. This song's going to be a little bit more difficult because it's got a lot of half notes and not as many whole notes. So very first thing that we're going to do is right with the word fox, we're going to play a C in the left hand. And then after that C, we're going to go down to a G and then over to an F. That's the first 3 left hand notes is C and G and F. Oops, sorry. So C and G and F. And that's going to be lined up with, the C is lined up with the word fox. So right when your right hand plays this, or if you're playing it correctly, playing up here on this C, fox, and then the G goes with on, oh, let me scoot that in a little bit. There you go. Fox, on the run, and right after run, you're going to play that F. If you want to, you could line up that F with the word run, but technically it's supposed to be fox, on the run. You scream, that is your G right there lined up with the word scream. If you can make it that far, you can make it through the whole entire song because that is all your left hand is going to do pretty much from the beginning until the end. C, G, F, G, C, G, F, G, C, G, F, G. There's a little easier part right here where it's just going to go F for a long time. And then it's going to go G for a long time. And then right here, you've got F, G. Other than that, the whole entire thing is just going to be C, G, F, G, C, G, F, G. Let's try just the left hand with the track. Unless you're on level 1 or 2, then just play your version. Ignore all this left hand junk that we're doing here. 1, 2, ready, and fox. You scream. That long F. There's that G, and here's a really fast F and G. That's pretty much it, my friends. That's the whole entire thing. So like I said, most of the songs we play here, since we try to do pretty much everything in the key of C, is going to be dealing with C's and G's and F's. So sometimes we put the G and the F up here, but maybe if you want to try some left hand on this one, you've never done left hand before, just try doing that C right there. Just maybe all the C's, and don't worry about the G and the F. But anyway, let's try this again. This time we're going to try to play everything all together before we check in with Jack. And a 2, and a 1, 2, ready, and. You scream and everybody comes a run and take a run and hide. Is that long F? So let me just point out this one last part right here. This is probably the hardest part of all of level 3. You've got that F and that G lined up with F, Fa, C. F, Fa, C. So those are actually quarter notes instead of half notes, which is even faster than half notes. But anyway, Kloppel's going to get mad at me if I spend too much time talking here. We should be checking in with Jack. Jack, come on over, my friend. Hi. So how did it go in there?
Decent.
Decent. You know some of the notes, at least. Yeah. Okay, cool. So what's your first note? Where does it start? What level do you want to play, by the way?
Dos.
Dos. We will go back to level dos. If you want to play along with him at home, you can do that. He's going to be taking a look at level 2 as he plays. So if you're on level 2, maybe you could compete against him, see if you can get more notes than he gets. Or you can just sit back and watch him try to get through this song. What's that beginning again? Fox? Oh, yeah, you're going to do great. Here we go. 1, 2. Can you hear that? 1, 2, ready, go. Fox. You scream and that's all right. Run and take a run. Yes. And then you don't have to do this part. You can skip this. Coming back to it in a second. And here comes the beginning part again. After fa, C, fox, on the run and hide away. Dude, yes. That was like at least, what, 60 or 70% of the notes? And you've been practicing for like a whole 10 minutes or something in there. So fantastic work, sir. You've got one more level to practice, level 4, and then we'll be checking in with you again. See if you can get maybe those last notes and high, da, way. Okay, but if you have that and you have the parts that you already have, Fox on the run, that's like almost the whole song. Cool. I'll play the middle part for you next time. But it's time for you to point at them and say, let's level up. Yeah, okay, sure.
Transitioning to level 4. This may be unsettling to lower levels. Please continue to practice your own level, or visit learnpianolive.com/level4 for an in-depth explanation on how to conquer this level.
All right, here we go. This is level 4. This is where things get a little bit scary. We have added in all the chord symbols and also complicated the left hand quite a bit. So before when you're playing just C, now we are going to be playing C and also a G. Kind of like that. So, everywhere we had a C before, now we're playing 2 C's and also a perfect 5th above, which you don't know about unless you're in Kloppel Academy level 3 or 4, I believe. So we're starting to do perfect fifths. It might be level 2. But let's try this thing, Fox on the Run, with just the left hand of this. Here we go. And here we go. so you have to do that plus all of the chords. The chords are listed down here. So when it says C, it means that you're allowed to play C's and E's and G's like that. So any C's and E's and G's. And of course, if you want to, you can go to learnpianolive.com/level4, and I'll show you how to use those chords a little bit better. But basically in your right hand, anytime it says C, you can play any of the notes out of the C chord. So now let me show you what that would be like with just the right hand putting in some chord tones. And if you're on level 1 through 3, of course, just use this opportunity to practice on your own version. Here we go. And a 2. It's going to start right here. I'm going to put chord tones in underneath that. Here we go. So yeah, that's all of what that would be like with the right hand. I had a feeling. Can only get through this song like once or twice, and he interrupts. Like, all right, on to the next level. So then, let me show you what that would be like with, I'm going to try to do all the left hand notes with those perfect fits in there, and then also throw in some chord tones underneath the melody on top. If you're on level 1 through 3, just do your version. Here we go. And a 2, and a 1, 2, ready, here we go. Okay, well that is all the opportunities I get to show you that on level 4, but it is time for our feature of the day. Okay, so today for our feature of the day, we're going to be doing a game called Major Minor, which I'm going to need your help for, Kendra. If you want to go ahead and jump in on level 4 there. Oh no, yes, you're over in the moderating area. Yes, you're not allowed to see. This. You can play along at home. I'm going to play 2 chords. There we go. I'm going to play 2 chords for you. One of them is going to be major. One of them is going to be minor. You have to tell me if it was the first one or the second one that was major. So here we go. The major sound is something like this. It sounds kind of happy. And then the minor sound is going to be a little bit darker, a little bit sadder, scarier. Okay, so our first chord here, playing along at home. Try to guess these before Kendra gets to them. She's really good at these, though. All right, here we go. So here we go. First one is going to be this chord right here. Does that sound happy or does that sound sad? Do you think that's a major chord or a minor chord? Go ahead.
Major?
It is a major chord. It's E flat major. Nice work. Yes. All right, so then this next one we have is this chord right here. Does this one sound happy, major, or sad, minor? What do you think, Kendra?
Minor?
Minor.
Like,
this is an A flat minor.
It sounds like something I'd hear like in a scary movie. You know?
Definitely. Definitely. Yes. Okay, this one right here. What about this one? What do you think?
This one's hard. I think minor?
This one is minor.
Okay.
It's a B flat minor. Cool. All right, here.
Okay.
How about this one right here? It's our last one. Last chance to beat Kendra. Come on, you can do it. What do you think, Kendra?
Well, it sounds so happy, so I'll say major.
It does sound happy, and it is major. That was our last one, yes. And that was our feature of the day. Nice. All right. So Major and minor. Of course, if you're in Clopple Academy level like 3 or higher, you're already playing this game, but you're forced to because it's part of your piano academy. But anyway, that's kind of fun to play if you're not forced to. Let's level up.
Transitioning to level 5. This may be terrifying to lower levels. Please continue to practice your own level or visit learnpianolive.com/level5 for training on how to survive this level.
All right, here we go. This is level 5. This is actually my favorite level, and some people have told me that level 5 is actually easier for them than level 2 or 3 or 4. So it might be that you want to start on level 5 and just do the right-hand part and not do the left-hand part. One of the problems with our earlier song is that this is in the wrong key. So if you go to level 4B, that's the one that we skipped over. I didn't talk about it at all. But level 4B is actually all of these notes in the right key, which should be the key of E, because you listen to the original, it sounds like this. It's actually using an entirely different notes. So it's using those notes right there because those notes are in the key of E. Real quick here. Now, you don't have to, if you have more questions about this, you can go to learnpianolive.com/level5, and I will show you this in greater detail. But basically, when we're in the key of C, C is the most important note, and so C is number 1, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, which is how we would play this song right here. We'd play, as it's listed, right here at the beginning, 1, 1, 7, 1, 7, 6, 6, 6, 7, 1, 1, 7, 1, 7, 6, like that. And your left hand would just play 1, and then 5, and then 4. All right, just like the C and the G and the F, just like we were C and G and F, like we were playing before. And you can play those whole chords, the C, the G, and the F. All right, so that's what you would do if you're on level 5. But some people just rip the right hand off, and then they just use those numbers. Because this thing would be in the key of E, which is extremely difficult to play unless you're on level 5 and you just see this as number 1, and then you follow the key of E to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. And now you can play the whole song 1, 7, 1, 7, 6, 6, 6, 7, 1, and just follow the key of E, which is listed for you right there if you want to be playing some of the key of E and playing along with the original. But we're going to go back to the key of C so we can play along with everybody else and play with the same exact track. By the way, if you go to the 8-minute mark on your play along track, it will be in the key of E, so you can practice the actual real key. But anyway, let's try some of this stuff. I'm going to try to call out the numbers as we go, and I'm not going to be successful, as usual, but I'll do my best. And a 1, 2, we'll start on this one. Here we go. 1, 7, 1, 7, 6, 6, 6, 7, 1, 1, 7, 1, 7, 6, 6, 6, 7, 1, 1, 7, 1, 7, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 6, 6, 6, up to 4, 3, 3, 2, and back down to the 6 down here. 6, 6, 7, 1, 7, 1, 7, 6, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, so real quick here before we check in with Jack, I want to show you this one more thing, and that is the left-hand part that I just briefly mentioned here. The 1 chord is going to be every other note starting on the 1. So it's going to be that one, and then that one, and then that one. Those 3 notes together are the 1 chord because it's every other note starting on the 1. So then the 5 chord would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'd be this one, and then every other note. That would be our 5 chord. And then our 4 chord would be every other note starting on the 4. So that would be our 4 chords. So now when you see me playing more notes in the left hand, just know that everything I'm playing is part of the chord that's listed there when it's time for the 1 chord, or when it's time for the 5 chord, or when it's time for the 4 chord. Okay, here we go. Good luck, you and me. 2, ready, and this is the 5 chord. You scream and every yourself away, Foxy on the run. hide away. There you go. That is all of the numbers the way you would play it on level 5, and it's time to check in with Jack and see how things are going for him. So last time you had Fox on the Run, which is easier the first time you play it than all the rest of the times that you play it. And so, yeah, it's hard to fit that in. And then also we were going to try to get that last part, and hide away. Go ahead and show me that part. And hide away. Yeah, right. It's two of the D's. Yeah, it's kind of tricky. Try it again. And hide away. There you go. So that's what we're going to try to do at the end. And then, yeah, level 2, level 3, level 5, level 1. What level would you like to look at while you play? 2. Nice. Sticking with 2. And then, of course, you can either play along with him at home or just watch and see how it goes. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, ready, go. Fox on the run and hide away. Oh my goodness! Wow, that might be a new record for Kids on Piano Live. That was beautiful. Wow, that was like almost every single note perfectly exactly where it belonged. And you've been practicing this for like 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible. That was awesome. I think you're ready for the insanity level. So let's level up.
Now transitioning to the insanity level. Please proceed with caution. If you feel queasy, please sit upright and breathe deeply. Your life is in your own hands at this point. Good luck, young prodigy.
Okay, so this is the insanity level. The only rules are at the end, you have to play a C. That's our last note. And then the other rule is you have to play all white notes. No black notes allowed. So as long as you stay on white notes, and then when I say no, then end on a C. You can play along with us at home. This is going to be crazy, crazy fast. It's the same exact song, same exact chords, but way too fast for most people to play along with. 1, 2, 3, 4, Fox. Oh, wait, no. I lied. Wait, last note. C. Yeah, you win. Nice job. Okay, cool. So they all want to know who won the raffle. Let's find out what the prizes are and who won the raffle. Way to go, Dalton. Let us know what prize it is that you want. And Tree 1, you are today's chat winner, so you get the points for that. Make sure that you're all sending me your video submissions of this song as soon as you know how to play it. Play along with the track. And then, yeah, send us your videos and fill out the survey at the end of the lesson. And next week, we're doing Scars to Your Beautiful. See you later. Love ya. Hey, you're still here. Me too. Well, here's what needs to happen next. First of all, click on the survey button. That is probably like right over here. Maybe if you're on the iPad, it's like down here below the video. Anyway, it's right around there. Click on that. Let us know how we did today, and also ask us any questions you might have about this lesson or about any other lesson. You might even be the mailbag winner if you include your name in that. And then after that, you're going to go to the music challenge, which is a button probably right up here, up above the video. And so click on the music challenge. You can come back every single day and fill out the code thing and get your points for doing that. So you got your music challenge thing to do after you do the survey. And then after you've practiced the song up, then go to the one up here that says, right over here probably, student videos, and then take a video of yourself on your phone or your iPad or whatever, and then send us your video, and maybe it could even be the featured video and you get points for doing that. And then if you have any questions, click the contact button that's also up there somewhere. Anyway, I don't know. But click on that, let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you back here next week. All right, thanks for joining us. It was a lot of fun. See ya.